I just thought, yeah, okay, we're in Canada, right? Okay, yes, we can call 911. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Mariam. If you see my face for the first time, I'm an international student living in Moncton, New Brunswick, Canada with my family. I make videos about studying in Canada, lifestyle videos, vlogs, and everything in between. To my returning subscribers, thank you guys for sticking with me on this channel. And today I am back with a sit down video. It's been a while we did a sit down video. I've been doing vlogs for the past few weeks, and yes, we're officially 1 year in Canada. Yay! How time flies, right? Like, the year was really fast. So many things happened within the year, and before you knew it, it was already April 2024. So 1 year ago, my family and I decided to leave our lives, our jobs, our families back home, our support system, our community, and relocated to Canada with me as the principal applicant studying and my husband working. With our 2 boys, we relocated to Moncton, New Brunswick. So in this video, I'm just going to share my experience as an international student so far in Canada for the past 1 year with my family. This video is not in any way going to tell you that to come to Canada or not. I don't do that on this channel. On this channel, I basically share my experiences and also things that have helped me to settle into this new country. I don't tell people, hey, don't come to Canada, don't do this. That's basically your decision. Like, it's not for me to tell you whether to come to Canada or not. That's the disclaimer. So yes, it's been an interesting 1 year. It's been the good parts, there's been the ugly parts, there's been the parts for tears, there's been a lot of laughter. God has been faithful. Like, I cannot even emphasize this enough. On this journey, you have to hold God like tight. I don't know how people do it without God. It's been an intense 1 year. I'm going to talk about different areas, different topics. Sit back, relax, and enjoy this video. It's like a chit-chat video. The first thing I'm going to talk about is settling in. For us, I wouldn't say that settling in was hard for us, because if you've seen my previous video, you will see that we got accommodation before arriving in Canada, so that made it sort of easy for us to settle in quickly. So we didn't spend weeks in Canada looking for accommodation. We got accommodation from Nigeria, so that was like the first favor that we received from God on this journey, because like getting the accommodation wasn't so difficult. They didn't ask for too many things. We didn't have any credit history in Canada, no bank accounts. They just believed that, okay, we are going to stick and pay our bills. Like, it was easy for us to find accommodation, and it was a brand new house. The price was good, the terms and conditions also good. So we got accommodation before landing, and then before arriving, we had also connected with like some old friends, old colleagues, friends of friends, family members of friends that we knew that lived here. Like, they connected us. Like, my cousin stays here, my niece stays here. I'll connect both of you and you can ask questions. So we had like a few people that we knew here in Moncton before arriving. And I connected with also some of my schoolmates that had come the year before. So I belonged to like the school group. We could ask questions, we could send them personal messages. Even when we arrived, we could call them, I want to buy this, where can I get it? There were people to guide and help us in that situation. So settling in didn't take too much time. I also did research. We did our research as well before coming, and so that we know exactly what you're getting into. So all that helped us to settle in quickly as well. The next thing I want to talk about is the weather. That's a big part of when you come to Canada. You know, on Instagram, before you arrive in Canada, you see lots of videos of people saying, hey, do you want to come to Canada? Have you seen the snow? Look at the size of snow. See what I'm going through. I'm on my way to work. See the winter. Today is 20 degrees. Today is 50 degrees. I don't know if anybody has got 50 degrees before. But they exaggerate the weather as if people are dying on the streets. Like, nobody can survive this cold. There were lots and lots of videos like that. I'm like, gosh, you guys give it a rest. So you hear about this weather and you're like, I need to come and see what these people are saying. So for me, I didn't think the winter, last year's winter and into this year was really bad. especially in Moncton, in New Brunswick. Like the way they portray it on social media, on Instagram, on TikTok, it make you feel like you cannot survive it. But we have survived it. We have come full circle. Like we arrived in spring last year. We did summer here, we did the fall season, and then we entered winter. We've done the fall season, so I can at least speak about the past 1 year of being in Canada. It wasn't that bad, even because of all that videos and everything. When we were shopping for winter, we were buying like double of most things, especially for the kids. They're like, you have to stay warm. You have to. By the time my kids are even coming back from school, some winter days, they've removed some of the clothes they are wearing because we were overdressing them. But it wasn't really that bad. Like, for instance, they made it look like in the winter everywhere is cold. Even your house, you have to wear your thick jacket in the house. It's not like that. Your house is warm, your office is warm. If you go to work, you're going to a mall or the store is warm, you're going to church is warm. So you're coming out from a warm house to a warm car to a warm office or school. So it wasn't like you're going to be, unless maybe you're going to take the bus, maybe it will be different. But for me, my experience in the winter wasn't so bad because we had a car to go around. I'm grateful for that. But for some other people, their experiences might be different, right? So for me, the winter wasn't so bad. Don't let that be the reason why you don't come to Canada. Like now, today is actually, this is May, and we're already reaching 2 figures. Today is actually 19 degrees and people are already wearing short sleeve and shorts. Like summer has started kicking in. So the weather should not be a major reason why you cannot come to Canada if you want to come to Canada. So that's number 2. Number 3 is the social life. Like, you know how people talk about loneliness, like Canada is lonely. It could be, but I haven't really felt lonely since we arrived. Another reason could be that because I came with family, we have kids, that alone keeps you busy. I'm going to school, there's family work to do, there's kids. So I might not feel the loneliness. Have I had times when I feel like, I wish I was in Nigeria, I miss this food, I want to see my mom, I want to see my siblings, my nieces and nephews. Of course I've had my moments, especially in the winter. The winter was somehow for me, like the emotions with everything I was dealing with and the jobs. So I've had the times when I felt like I wish I was in Nigeria, especially during Christmas. Like Nigeria Christmas is unmatched. Like I've had those moments, but it's not like it was so lonely. For single people, for young people, it might be, but I feel like Canada is what you make of it, really. You cannot be in your house and expect social life to come and meet you. You have to go out, smile at people, introduce yourself, make new friends. People, if you're a student in Canada, I don't think you should be lonely. I do not see any reason why you should be lonely. Because for instance, in my school in Canada University, there are lots of events. They create like a community. You'll meet other students. They'll tell you coffee and conversations. Just come and talk to us. How are you guys? How are you doing? What are you feeling? We've had cultural nights, so you just go and dance and eat and just network. We've had career events. Like there's so many things, but you cannot stay in your house and say you're bored. I have not felt so bored. Like you have to make if you're looking for friends, you have to make yourself friendly as well. You cannot be carrying your face and say I'm a private person and then you'll say that's your business. I feel like Canada is what you make of it. If you want to be lonely, that's your business. Even in church, they can join communities in church, go to church. People are welcoming. People are smile at you. They tell you you look so beautiful, you look so good. People are willing to like actually be friendly with other people, especially newcomers. So if you are experiencing loneliness, talk to someone. Most universities and schools, in my school we have like a psychologist that you can talk to, a mental health counselor that you can speak to if you're experiencing all this loneliness or like depression and stuff like that. But in my opinion, I've formed an opinion so far in the past 1 year. Canada is basically what you make of it, how you want it to be. You have to form a community. You're far away from home. You don't have all your support system here. It's your friends, the people you meet in school, in church, at work that will now become your community. Am I saying that you should make friends with everybody? Of course not. You will know your people. Like one of the one of the words that I received from God when I came here was that God will send you your own people, and He has done it. Like some things have happened in my life, and even for my husband, I'm like, this is just God, like in strange places, in strange ways. So just pray to God to send you your own people. You will know when you connect to your own people, like you will know. So I'm not saying that you should make friends everybody that comes into your life. The vibes, you will know, you will see the vibes. Like if you will just know that, okay, I can be friends with this person. You don't have a choice. If you're here for the long run, you have to start from your own community, and for your children as well. Who are they going to be playing with? People that look like them or something like that. Who are they going to grow up with? Like the kids of your friends can also be friends with your children if they like themselves, because you know how kids can be. But I'm just saying that Canada is not as lonely. Like Nigerian community here is strong in Moncton. People have like potlucks. My husband just told me that he's going for one men's event over the weekend. There are lots of groups. There's the women's group, there are men's group, there's groups for people that are seeking jobs. Your universities also have groups for, like, Nigerian students have their own groups. So it's up to you to connect with people. Like, don't stay in your house and say you're lonely. I will not accept that. You cannot be lonely in Canada, right? So that's about the social life. And then the job situation. I feel like the job situation, like, I don't want to talk too much about this because I've done another video about jobs. As an international student, it actually gets better. It might not be the way you're expecting it to be initially, but just know that you're growing through the process. You have restrictions on your visa and your permit, so there are certain jobs that you cannot do. You cannot work certain number of hours, but it gets better. Even for my husband, like, he has changed 2 jobs now. The job market is not as fantastic as it used to be before. Like, you have to constantly apply. You have to believe in yourself. Do not even make the mistake of doubting yourself, because when you start letting doubts come in, you begin to feel like you don't have to push yourself anymore, right? So you begin to feel sad. I don't think I want to apply for this job. I don't think they will take me. Apply for it regardless. Go for that interview. Your skills from back home are valid. Do not downplay that. They are valid. There are organizations that are looking for those skills, and when they see the person that fits into their culture, that has the right skills, the right energy, they're going to give you a chance. So don't let the fact that you don't have Canadian work experience stop you from applying for those jobs. But I know that it gets better. Things do get better, right, in terms of the job situation. In terms of childcare, there are waiting lists for, if you have kids that are not up to 5 years to start proper school, and you expect to have long wait times. You might be lucky to get it faster, especially if you're looking for licensed daycare centers. In Moncton, kindergarten starts at 5 years. So if you have a child, say between 1 to 5, they have to go to daycare. The wait list that is long. You need to keep calling, you need to keep emailing. Sometimes, along with daycare, I called when we arrived, and they said they were full to 2025. I'm like, kilo day. People actually register their kids, even their unborn kids, for daycare centers. Like, the wait times are really long, and for kids that are less than 3, it's even worse. Like, there are no kids between 1 to 2. It's harder to take care of those. It's more work taking care of infants, right? So I've seen that even on the platform, on the website, you can register an unborn child. When you're pregnant, you can just put the child on the wait list already, even before you give birth to the child. So wait lists are long, but eventually you find a space. If you don't find a licensed daycare, there are some individuals that run like home daycares, day homes, where you just drop the child and pay daily. So there are also those type of services, but those ones are a bit more expensive. The emergency services, this part. So the emergency services here works. It works really well. Like, they are very efficient. I cannot even emphasize this enough. We've had one emergency since we arrived, and in the midst of the chaos and confusion when it happened, I just thought, okay, we're in Canada, right? Okay, yes, we can call 911. There's 911. I picked up my phone and I dialed 911. They picked up immediately, and they stayed with me on the phone. Do this, do that. As they were talking with me on the phone, they had dispatched their paramedics already. in less than 5 minutes. It felt like they were just at the backyard. It felt like they were just next door. Like in less than 5 minutes, we had the paramedics ringing our apartment number from. I've never experienced anything like that. Like that was one of the first moments that I was like, okay, I'm in the right place. Yeah, so the emergency system works. You have a sense of security. You have this peace of mind that if I ever get in trouble, no matter who I am, no matter my status in this country, they're not going to ask you if you're a rich man's child, if your father is a politician, if your father is a senator or something. You're going to get help first because you're human before any other question. Like, what else? So that's about the emergency system. I'm going to talk about transportation. My advice is that when you're coming to Canada, if you're coming to Moncton, the transportation system is not as great as the big cities. Like the buses does not come as quickly as it does. Like the timeline here, it goes about 45 to 1 hour out. So if you miss the bus, the next time you're going to see it is about 45 minutes or 1 hour later. So if you're coming with kids, please get a car, even if it's small 2K car, that will take you from point A to point B, because it's stressful to be packing all your children inside the bus or waiting at the bus stop. You'll just be missing your appointments and be going late to stuff. Just get a small car. You'll find a car, and just something before you guys settle, like that's important. Get a car. Transportation is a big deal here, especially with family. If you're a single person, you can wing it for a few months, but even for single people, if you have the money, get a car as well. Healthcare is great, but there are wait times. The wait times at hospitals, or even to get a family doctor. I heard that people stay here in Moncton, in New Brunswick. People have been here for 3 years, 5 years. They've not gotten a family doctor. But if you have an emergency health situation and you go to the ER, you get attended to. But expect long wait times. You have to wait because there are not so many doctors, so expect wait times in the emergency. There are also walk-in clinics, but you have to book appointments, and sometimes even the appointments have to be like a few weeks out as well. So that's about healthcare. It's a big challenge. It's been like this I think for the longest time. So that is that about healthcare as well. But in all of this, God has been great. He has been gracious. He has been good to us. I can't even thank him enough. Like, God has shown himself gracious in our life. He has shown himself faithful. He has sent people to help us. He has given us like testimonies and miracles. So I feel like for me, my experience so far is that Canada gives you an enabling environment. You can pick whatever you want to be, so far as you're willing to put in the work. Like, Canada is what you make of it. It's either you put in the work and achieve your goals and your dreams and be that person you want to be, or you don't. Like, there are no two ways around it. You cannot be in the middle. It is either you're here or there. So you have to choose your hustle. You have to choose your path. You have to choose your battle and decide what you want to do. Like, also, when you come with a positive mind. Of course, the challenges will be there in the early days. The stories are different. For everybody's story is different. You might experience some challenges, and be willing to start small if you have to. Be willing to make that sacrifices for a few months or even a year or a few years to be able to find your feet. But the thing is, if you put in the work with God on your side, things actually get better. I do not regret coming to Canada. My family and I do not regret at all. We've enjoyed our stay so far. Like I said, Canada is what you make of it. We've made new friends, great people. And another thing is, hold God tight. Like, proved, you cannot do this journey without God. It will mess up. Like, Canada will stretch you. You will learn different parts of yourself that you never knew existed. You would discover parts of yourself that you didn't know you could. You didn't know you could be this person. I didn't know I could be this strong. I didn't know I could do this. Even your parenting skills. You pray for your children, pray for them as they go out and they come in, the people that they're mixing up with in school, in their daycares, their teachers, whoever they encounter should be a blessing to them. You have to be a prayerful person in this country. It is very important, even for your mental health. Like, initially, in the first days, like when some things will hit you, ask yourself, say, Avena, who sent me? I had my beautiful life in Canada, my beautiful job, support system. I was having fun, I was having a good time. will send me. But in those moments, you need to remember your why. That is why it is important for you before you even embark on this journey. Why are you coming? Hope you're not following a bandwagon. What is your reason for leaving everything from your home country and coming all the way here? I'm just trying to encourage someone. That's your reason would hold you through when things get tough. When things get tough, that's your reason. You'll be like, you will not, I don't regret it. It's been a learning curve. It's been an adventure. When I was coming here, I was like, this is a new adventure. I'm open-minded. I am going to go all out. I'm going to experience this. I'm going to experience everything, the emotions, the good times, the not so good times, the great times. Well, God has been gracious. He's been great to us. He's been great to us. And most importantly, please surround yourself with positive people that will be giving you updates, good updates. So they hear something is happening here, there's a job here, people that are willing to speak for you in rooms that you're not people that are negative, that they are constantly complaining. God, I was earning 2 million naira in Canada, sorry, back home in Nigeria, then I'm suffering. When it's going to end? This country, there's nothing good about it. Don't surround yourself with those kind of people. Over time, whatever they're saying starts rubbing off on you. Surround yourself with positive people who know that as you're going through this is just for a period of time, but it gets better. We put in the work, it is going to get better. Like, I cannot even emphasize it. I'm so excited about the future. I'm excited about the growth I've experienced. I'm excited about my kids. Even my kids have grown. Like, people that have started cleaning the table, people that are dressing themselves up, everybody has grown in this journey. I'm grateful for my family, the growth that we've experienced, even in our marriage. Like, I'm so grateful to God. I'm grateful to God for myself, for my relationship with Him as well has improved. I've grown. I'm stronger physically, mentally. Like, even I have grown. Like, I know that I have grown in the past 1 year. Like, you know, when you face like certain situations and you've left your comfort zone. I left my comfort zone and I came here and I'm thriving. God is helping me. And really try to enjoy yourself. Even if you think you're experiencing tough times, try to enjoy yourself. Don't wait until things get better or until you get that great job. If you can afford to go to a McDonald's and get a burger with your kids and your family, go there and sit down and eat and laugh. Take pictures, build memories. I still have a picture of the first pizza we had when we came to Canada. Like, that was like the first week. We were like, let's get pizza. Anything you can do to help yourself just not feel like you're in the worst situation of your life at that time. Enjoy yourself. For me, I do not wait until I get to the destination before I enjoy myself. I enjoy it according to the size I can or the level I can at that time. And most importantly, if you're coming to Canada, please come with money. Canada is expensive. The cost of living is expensive. Alright guys, this video has become longer than I expected, but I hope I didn't go all inspirational on you guys, but I hope I've inspired someone. I hope I've encouraged someone. On this journey, do not compare yourself to anybody. Like, that is the worst thing that can happen to you or that you can do to yourself. Do not compare yourself at all. Everybody has their journey. Like, some people might get better jobs before you. Do not compare yourself. Yours will come. Like, just focus on your journey. Focus on yourself. Do everything you need to improve yourself, and it gets better. It really does get better. Really, do not focus on the naysayers. Look for the positive parts of this journey. Go through all the parts, the good parts, the not so good parts, the ugly parts. If you need to cry, cry. The times when you have to laugh, laugh. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy the journey. It's part of your story. You are doing something for yourself, for your children, for your generation. So, like I said, always know your why, so that when tough times come, you will know the reason why you're on this journey. I hope you have liked this video. I hope you have subscribed if you haven't. And thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in another very exciting video. Thank you. Bye.